Search button. Search edit text. Heading level 1. Record video from webcam. Use the tool to record a YouTube video instantly via your computer's webcam. For more details, please see link here. Make sure your webcam is installed and working correctly. Link. Did you mean to upload an existing video from your computer? List 10 items. Link. About. Link. Press and blogs. Link. Mail. Window. See communication C. About love and star business. Inbox. Text. Newer 9 of 2651 older. Star friendship and sexual harassment easy. And star well IZBY on Neo 4 US. I. Inbox. X. Clear dot.gif. Attached image. Reply. Clear dot.gif. Attached image. Clear dot.gif. Attached image. Clear dot.gif. Attached image. bleepmaximus to me. William. Show details 10:27 a.m. to 1 hours ago. Data detector present. New line. Important excerpt from below. Dear Christian, know that we have completed our brief thoughts on our Moonstar Mojo LLC partnership. We wish to address with you our NEDC for a friend, and since you, Christian, are virtually our only present friend, you easily qualify as our Maximus best friend, for whatever that may or may not be worth to you. TRMZ of friendship. We mentioned that we would like to go to a 3D movie like Rango or something else with you, and you responded that your mother was raving about that movie. Did we agree to go to a movie together? Yes X. COMNTZ or EDITZ sure next week after the 15th works for me agreed. You set the time and blacked and we will be there. YKNOT As your friend we would request unless CRMSTNC prevented us to spend 2 hours of leisure time per week, aka not doing errands, with you doing something alone together like watching a movie. COMNTZ or EDITZ. I enjoy doing errands and I like when you make me LAUGE, but to tell you the truth reading your MAILS is not making me happy and the sexual harassment must stop if you want to remain friends. We object. We discussed this. We admitted to one small breast grabbing early in our friendship. We were going to take an excerpt from our other email last night, but since most of IT is relevant to this topic, here IT is in IT. Entirety, please respond. Dear Christian, another primary COLORZ question is, what do you seek in a man who aspires to be CUME or AMASIMUX I star life I star partner? We have listed some attributes below with some back of the envelope calculations on how we, 1 William D. Hun, an aspiring lover for Christian Spagnolo. What about Bob STACKC up against any of our competitors for your lifelong affections and star MASIMUX1 love? Feature or attribute evaluation and star scoring, 1 out of 10 of William Hun Christian's edited evaluation and number score. The size of our bleep room number if size MATTERZ here, then we are MINEMUS, say 3. Elapsed time to consummate. And star we will most often PUR form like a 2-minute warning for a to score. No if the size of the head you stare Z. Fat head. On this MARK-2-MARK we score ourselves as a 99. And star main if I see you in TZ of I.T.Z. Content MATTERZ all cattle and star all content score 19.9. Age and star beauty before BASTZ although numerically older than you. Christian, our act is MUCH0 younger than you know. And star we are getting younger by every day. Score 5.7. The purity of our heart and star, in spite of our past is prologue drama, we score 9.9 for this count. Sanctity of our love for Christian Spagnolo. Singing and star dancing, while we cannot really sing the bluesy or otherwise, we can rap at a 99.9. And star we will too be dancing you out of our multi-VRSE. Please insert any comments or alter my self-scoring. Then, please tell us what else you value in a boy toy like, .me. All my love, and star just a little growing lust. William. On March 1-2-2011, at 10:27 a.m., bleep MAXIMUS wrote, Dear Christian, know that we have completed our brief thoughts on our Moonstar Mojo LLC partnership. We wish to address with you our NEDC for a friend, and since you, Christian, are virtually our only present friend, you easily qualify as our Maximus best friend, for whatever that may or may not be worth to you. TRMZ of friendship. We mentioned that we would like to go to a 3D movie like Rango or something else with you, and you responded that your mother was raving about that movie. Did we agree to go to a movie together? Yes no COMNTZ or EDITZ As your friend we would request unless CRMSTNC prevented us to spend 2 hours of leisure time per week, aka not doing errands, with you doing something alone together like watching a movie. Yes no COMNTZ or EDITZ We also request your help in cases of business or personal emergencies. For example, we will require a ride from the dental surgeon when we have our wisdom tooth pulled. Do you agree to provide such assistance to us as your friend? Yes, underline, 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 no, underline, underline, COMNTZ or EDITZ, underline. And we both will try and help each other out for various things from time to time with no obligations other than the love of two good FRINDZ. C underline, oh no, underline, COMNTZ or EDITZ, underline. Sexual harassment TZ. Today we discussed the topic of sexual harassment TZ. We have no interest in just sex with you, Christian, or anyone. We are holding out for bleepmaximus love. We would never will to interfere between the romantic love of two people on a path to merge maximus love. From your COMNTZ, since we first met that were reinforced yesterday, you, Christian, have not been and are still not committed to a long-term merge-maximus relationship with your Tosh. True underline, false underline, any EDZ explanation. Fill in underline. COMNTZ or EDITZ, underline. You, Christian, claimed that you were sexually harassed by us, which we freely admitted at the time when we quickly, almost entirely on purpose, grabbed your beautiful breast. So we both admit that incident, but it must be noted that this incident occurred prior to Christian deciding to partner with us in Moonstar Mojo LLC. So if we are a dirty old lecherous person, then you, Christian, decided to partner with us anyway. But the fact is that we have done almost zero that may constitute sexual harassment TZ, and as soon as we subjugated to you, Christian, as managing member of Moonstar Mojo LLC, we could not really sexually harass you, for you are on top and could only harass me. When we asked of other instances that we have sexually harassed you, other than that one incident, and you said that you did not remember because you may have been inebriated or stoned at the time. However, you, Christian, perceived that we had sexually harassed you. Yes, underline, no, underline, COMNTZ or EDITZ, underline. The fact is that even though you may perceive us to be a sexual harasser because you, Christian, assume because of our gender that we must have harassed you when you were drunk or stoned, that's slanderous for our only real erotic, and not platonic, thoughtsy and love happened the day we consummated Moonstar Mojo LLC and we bought you, we guess now mostly US, the tender MAXIMUS. Do we remember this time as vividly as we do? Yes, underline, no, underline, COMNTZ or EDITZ, underline. Please think about IT before you read on. That day for us was the highlight of our entire half-life. IT culminated with a 20-minute to 30-minute ride around Santa Barbara Harbor with you driving, and we do not know who was sexually harassing whom when your beautiful soft bottom sat upon our right hand for our entire inaugural ride together. Those were the most romantic and erotic minutes of my entire life. For those heavenly minutes in our life, our hand and hard bony fingers felt, while motionless from the pressure of your entire torso, the curved contour of your bodacious bleed through that thin satiny dress that you wore on that day. We think that it was January 25. And at that moment our admittedly carnal thoughts about you led us to conclude that you may not have been wearing anything else under that dress. Little Christian's little zero go round Big Bertha BUTTC, although we enjoyed the pleasure of you sitting upon our hand, other than that time, and whenever we remember those MOMENTZ together, we almost never have carnal thoughts about you, Christian. No, since at the time of the hand seating, you, Christian, were quite literally on top of us, both physically and starring the Moonstar Mojo LLC management food chain. If anything, you, Christian, are guilty of sexually harassing us, even though we enjoyed every second of those moments. We do not blame you for harassment easy here. Do you blame us? Do you remember this and did you feel my hand? Or were you out of IT, as they say? Yes, underline, no, underline, COMNTZ or EDITZ, underline. On that note, let's move on to discuss future Moonstar Mojo business ventures together. We may handle the BSMEAL as FRINDZ and Star Business PARTNERZ on opposite SIDEZ of one table. However, we perceive that to be an efficiency on 32 people in a merge-maximus eternal life partnership where we share the same table and bed till death do us part. In this scenario, our partnership will be complete, with no need to independently negotiate each business transaction between us. We would will to have each other's back SIDEZ for life as we know IT. In the olden days they called this marriage, but you, Christian, have expressed a desire to call IT something else. Open-ended answer. What? Underline. COMNTZ or EDITZ, underline. The BLOOMCDAY clock 2 R1 love 2 GETHER 4 EVER. Yesterday, you informed us that we should not be trying to place a deadline upon our love. The deadline that we placed at the outset of our quixotic quest for your bleep was procreated for your benefit, Christian, as a promise to back off after a period of time, and to convert my love to that of a father or brother, as long as there is a reasonable possibility to win your love and win your bleep and bleep. We will wait 4 years. After all, we have been dreaming all our life about falling in mutual love with a magnificent woman like you. Christian. So this BEGC the query. What is a reasonable POSSIbility? We would will to wait for you for the remains of this year if there was a 1% chance of winning your bleep and bleep, another year for a 9% chance at your bleep, a third year for a 19% shot at your bleep, a fourth year for a 39% probability of winning your bleep, a fifth dimension year for a 51% chance at earning your bleep, a sixth year for a 69% hope for our one love, a seventh year for a 91% discounting of the probability of your making merge amused sim-US love with William D. Pun, and for a 99% certainty of your love. We would will to wait for you, Christian, as long as IT takes from ATR0 to eternity. So we are not really in a rush to abandon our quixotic quest for your fine bleep. That deadline was for you, Christian, not for fully our own needs. We need you. So how do you, Christian, end our romantic trumpeting around your walls of JRICH0? Simply return the handcuffs at your dad's house, which was LWAYZ, the key we gave you to back us off your proverbial back. In addition, anytime that you wish for us to give up on ever finding true love with you, Christian, simply send us an email, and write in the subject line, I divorce you, I divorce you, I divorce you, and we will cease and desist our NOT-S0-TRIVIAL pursuit of one beautiful Christian Spagnolo. We will remain good business partners and friends in that event with no animosity felt by me for the true choices that you, Christian, make for yourself. This would also work for us if we were ever bleep to GETHER0. Just to explain the star METH0D to our madness, every movie and star move we have made since we first met was a shrine dedicated to our love for you, our one moon star Christian. As our most MUSMAZMUX I star MAZIMUSE. You, Christian, have the choose. To choose to be our one and only MAZIMUSE to rock around all the CLOCKC in the space-time continuum of our known MAZIMUX If you, Christian Spagnolo, choose us to be our MAZIMUX life partner, then we be on the road again to achieve our own nirvana. You will be the pinnacle of our wildest DIAMC, and you, Christian, should know by now that we are the IAM weaver of what DIAMZ may come. This is our best most favorite possible outcome. If you, Christian Spagnolo, choose to spurn our love and choose another port in the perfect STORMZ of one true love, then you will always be our first most MAZIMUX I star muse. For EVER, and our love for you will for EVER PCUM platonic. The next best most MAZIMUX Moonstar Mojo LLC business opportunity that we both have before us is to play out this movie with whatever choose you, Christian, may choose to make. You will to BCUM either the singularity of our multi-VRSE, or you will to BCUM by your default choice. Just the second brightest SUPernova STAR in our multi-VRSE4. We may have one and only one singularity. We wish upon all the STARZ, and then some, that you will to BCUM our singularity with no way out to great escape through the infinite gravity of our one love. So the primary question on our minds since we first met is, will you, Christian, grant us just one first multi-MUX date with us to determine our suitability as MAZIMUX Life PARTNERZ, as we told you, Christian, shortly after we first met, we considered all of our ONCOUNTERZ to be first dates. So me THINKZ by now you should know us well enough to judge us as a life partner. If you do grant us this heaven-sent best wish, then we promise to be as NORML as we can, with no drugs, booze, high CRIMAZ, low MISTEMIA nor Z, or Johnny Drama. We will be on our MAZIMOST bestest behavior in order to win your beautiful bleep and bleep. So the query for our burning love is what mountains do we have to climb, what bridges do we need to cross, what is the shining path to winning just one first real date with you, Christian Spagnolo, and William D. Pun. Where to GETHER we take the giant leap to discover the sweet spot of our one true love, or to find out that we are not destined for a romantic life to GETHER. So is this date a realistic PUSSIbility sometime in our way too short life times Z? Yes underline no underline maybe underline. COMNTZ or EDITZ underline. No please list the HOOPZ that you wish us to fly our camel through to earn that first real date. Underline. No please list the WAYZ that we were to change to be a better man and a better life partner for you. Underline. So what do you, Christian, think about negotiating for a first date with us in the very near, but not too distant future? IT, out of the question, now and for EVER, yes underline, no underline. COMNTZ or EDITZ, underline. Now on just this one semi-final note, this is none of my business, But you must ask yourself, if you are in negotiations with me for a first real date, then when and what do you tell your current boyfriend in sperm? No WAKLEZ donor Josh. That is your business. Until